play now with other tools inside Quixel. The first one are here on the top left. And let's start with the studio. The studio will create different types of light that you can test on your character and define, okay, this is how I want this character. This is how this character is going to appear depending of the type of light that I am creating for the environment of my video game or of my cinematic experience. By default, you have this one, which is a studio. There's a very basic light from in the front of the character, as you can see, a bit angled because you have more shadows on this side. But then you can start playing with the next one. For example, this is an indoor light, and it's going to give you a bit of an experience if you put the character in the context of an indoor. And these things, when you combine these experiences with Unreal, the effect is going to be something absolutely amazing. Let's go again to the front. In this one, we have the indoor, and you can also set elements like the blur or the light rig rotation. As I mentioned a moment ago, remember that I told you, yeah, for the default studio, you have the light position in one specific rotation, but you can turn the rotation. You can even put the light on the back of the character, and here you have more context of how this is going to look. Let's go to the next one. This is an outdoor, so this is how the character will looks in an outdoor. These kind of effects are very important when you are creating cinematography, because if you have experiences like in Disney, like the dome that Disney is using for their new productions, you can see how the actors, in fact, are going to react to the different type of light hitting in different angles to their skin. Then you have the like anonymous silhouette on the back. Then you have something split. In this case, you can also pick the different character, the different color, and everything is going to affect the character in terms of the background and create different effects. I'm sorry, I closed this one. Let's go back. Then you have the fire side. This represents, as you can imagine, if you are in front of a fire and the fire is generating some light from the bottom, let's say from the bottom of the character, and this is how the light will hit the face of the character. It's going to look like this one. Then we have this one. This is a moonlight, more an experience of if you are like in a laboratory or something like that. Of course, it is called moonlight, but because if the moon will be very high or very intense at night, it could create something like this. Your face will look something like this. Of the face of the character is going to look something like this. Then you have the tungsten. Honestly, these are many options that you can test for your character and see how this character will look into different lights. And it is a lot of enjoying of joy, I have to say, in the process of creating your characters using Quixel. Here's one that I really like because is the type of light for something like the Matrix. So here, literally, you can see some kind of greenish light for this character, exactly as if this character will be in the world of the original Matrix. Is kind of a greenish elements. So this gives you again the context of how very strong are these tools working together on Real and in this case Quixel to create the characters that you want. So and of course from the for the back, let's go back to the frontal. You can create as well a blur. You can see in this case, in this particular case, you can see the blur from the background, more intense effect for for the perspective of the camera, and yeah, elements that will allows you to rotate as well the background. Here you have a downtown night, something like, okay, if you are in a downtown, what will be the kind of light that will hit you? Something like this one. You can play again with the blur on the back. This will present you some many options that you have for creating your character, and to play with this character before uh, exporting it to Unreal.